Everybody, welcome to the Midwest Farm Report Ride Along. It's the fabulous Farm Babe Pam Yankee. Remember, the goal of this series is we accept invitations from industry partners to go out and find out about the latest innovations and technologies that our Wisconsin farmers are going to be using today and for the foreseeable future. Maybe it's what's happening with some of the software in a cab that they're driving, or maybe it's a brand new app that they're leaning on. Maybe it's technology when it comes to feeding cattle. Whatever it is, we want to make sure that we're getting out there and learning about it. Today, we accepted an invitation from Syngenta to find out about some new corn rootworm technology that you'll be seeing commercially in 2027. But it's taken a while for them to get this technology ready to go. And we're talking about it today with Drew Showalter. He's the head of corn portfolio strategies here at Syngenta. We're at their research location in north central Illinois. So let's talk a little bit about this. You have been monitoring, Drew, closely, putting together multiple technologies in one bag. Now, I've learned so far it's 3 different types of BT technology, all with the end goal of being able to provide fantastic corn rootworm control, no matter the type of rootworm you've got out there. That's something we've got to think about.
Yeah, corn rootworm is what we like to call the billion-dollar pest. Huge problem for farmers throughout the upper Midwest, certainly in Wisconsin where there's a lot of continuous corn. So corn rootworm is always on our mind. And at facilities like this beautiful facility in Malta, as well as facilities in Raleigh, Research Triangle Park, North Carolina, we're dedicating serious resources to bring new technologies to our farmers as fast as we possibly can. But it's a balance of going fast so that we can get the technologies into our pipeline, but then being deliberate with how we bring them to farmers to ensure that they're experiencing what they expect, which is control over insects to deliver yield, consistency, and standability.
Well, and safety too. That's the thing that sometimes I don't think we pause and remember. The investment just to get these technologies started. Now, Drew, you mentioned you want to try to speed the process up as fast as you can to get product to marketplace to solve these problems. But you make a good point. Syngenta is very calculated on where they want that speed.
For sure. And I like to say we're focused on speed early within our pipeline so that we can get new technologies, new traits that farmers care about, like Durastack, into our pipeline as fast as we can. So then we can go out and test it in the environments that farmers are going to be utilizing our products. So again, it's facilities like RTP, or the Syngenta Biotech Institute in Raleigh, that enable us to discover new technologies like Durastack, like Viptera a decade plus or so ago, to bring to life new innovative technologies. It's facilities like our Nampa, Idaho Trait Conversion Accelerator, which is a massive greenhouse that allows us to get new traits like Durastack and Viptera into our germplasm so that then we can go out and test it on farm through facilities like Malta or our Janesville site to go get it out into the market and test yield, the consistency and standability to ensure that it's meeting farmers' expectations. And we've done that now with Durastack. We've gone through a lengthy process to get it to a point where we've got cultivation approval in the U.S. We're going through all the appropriate import-export approvals, and we've now just gone through a phase of making some decisions to bring it into our commercial portfolios. And there's going to be some channel partners or our seed dealers who are going to be experiencing Durastack for the first time in 2026. And then we're going to be selling it in a big way in the fall of 26 for 27 sales. So a launch of a new technology to help farmers in Wisconsin, help farmers in the upper Midwest is upon us. And we're excited to bring some real choice to the rootworm space where farmers are needing more options.
Well, let's stop and think. In this day and time, technology is not inexpensive. You alluded to the fact that this is very unique technology. It's nowhere else because Syngenta has the ability to utilize highly sophisticated tools to stack what you need.
Yeah, so Durastack is a proprietary stack to Syngenta. We're working with multiple molecular stacks to create Durastack We've got 3 unique proteins to control corn rootworm. We've got a proprietary molecular stack that we've developed that has improved the performance of traits that we've worked with within the family of Syngenta for a number of years. That is truly going to bring a step change in performance that farmers want and need. We're seeing more control over rootworm. We're seeing improved standability, and we're seeing yield improvements when we combine our technologies, our molecular stacks with some other traits that have been available in the market to bring Durastack to the market.
And while we're talking about this being unique, just stop and think about the future that he's painting here. Again, Drew Showalter is along with us. He's the head of the corn portfolio strategy for Syngenta, because the technologies that have been used to create Durastack are going to foster even more cool technology going forward, isn't it, Drew?
Yeah, corn rootworm is something that we're focused on, not only just now with Durastack, but we're already working on our next stack. We're working on our next stack, because it's a problem that will continue to evolve. Corn rootworm is a problem for growers throughout Wisconsin, throughout the upper Midwest. And that pest continues to evolve. So we need to continue to evolve. We need to continue to develop new technologies. And it's one of the big 3 that we're focused on internally to deliver new technologies and solutions to farmers. So yeah, Durastack is our latest and greatest, but there will be a next latest and greatest within the next decade, and the next latest and greatest within the next 20 years, because it's something that we're going to continue to invest in, because it's mission critical to help farmers find new solutions to age-old problems.
And we're talking about gene insertion. That's what's really intriguing about what Syngenta is doing. And stop and think about the old way that you used to control corn rootworm. Talk about scary, talk about environmental concerns. I mean, we have come so far in how we battle this bug, and we're still using simple proteins to do it.
Yes, but we're doing it in a different fashion than we have before. Again, we've talked about the molecular stacks that are involved with Durastack. What is, I think, fun for me to talk about, maybe overly technical for some, but we've added rootworm protection to our current offer. Yet we've reduced the number of trait insertions or invent insertions that we have in our inbreds within our hybrids. Which means we're able to, again, go back to that speed element on the front end of the conversation. We're able to bring new inbreds into our pipeline faster. We're able to improve the consistency of our inbreds from when we're testing them without traits to what we're seeing in our later stages of pre-commercial testing with traits. So there's a ton of benefit to what we've done with Durastack, while utilizing some what we would call very proven, stable technologies on the market that will be different than what the other guys or our competitors are using. And that's what, again, I like to talk about with Durastack. It's going to be true choice for farmers when they are seeking an alternative to what's in the market today, because there just aren't a lot of alternatives for farmers, because bringing new traits to the market is incredibly resource intensive, and it is a very long cycle process.
Well, but they're sticking with it. Syngenta, that's what they've done historically, and now a brand new product for you to look forward to. And like we've said in the past, maybe you don't realize the redundancy that we've gotten into with corn rootworm technology. You think you're getting something out of one bag and you're taking another bag to try to counter. Read the labels, and you might be educated to find out how much redundancy we've relied on for corn rootworm. Syngenta bringing something completely different to the table, beginning with sales end of 2026, growing season 2027. Glad that we got a chance to visit with Drew Showalter. He is the head of the corn portfolio strategy for Syngenta, and this is part of the technology that we wanted to introduce you to during the Midwest Farm Reports ride-along. Again, we're at their Malta location, North Central Illinois, finding out more about those innovations coming to a bag near you. And now, like we said, that's the innovation we're focused on today. Thanks for joining us on the Midwest Farm Report ride-along today, accepting an invitation from our friends at Syngenta. I'm Pam Yankee.